Assalamu alaikum and dobry wieczór, everyone. I have decided after thinking about it for several days since I first heard about this burning the Qur'an nonsense that I needed to put in my 2 cents worth. And this is what, let me fix that. There. I don't need to be chopping my chin off. Anyway, this is my thoughts on it. And after watching another video produced by Yusuf Estes, the American convert brother who is trying to get Guide Us TV up on the air for US and Canada. But he made a video about burning the Quran, and he held up a Quran, different from this one, of course. This one happens to be my Spanish Arabic one. And he held up a Bible, but the one he held up was in Arabic. This one's in English, and it's one I've had for years before I became Muslim. But basically what he said, and I will pass it on along with my thoughts, burning a sacred text is acceptable under certain circumstances. I don't know about other religions, but in Islam, you can burn the Quran. In fact, it is the only way of properly destroying the paper or media on which it is written or recorded. For instance, if, say, this one I carry somewhere and I get into some kind of an accident where it's so damaged it's not readable anymore, or the pages are so distorted, or it can't be properly cleaned, then I would give it to a brother or sister who has the means of properly burning it, and then I would of course get a replacement. Because I live in the middle of the city, I don't do my own outdoor burning here. But I'm not sure if I was never taught as a Christian about how to properly dispose of a Bible that is no longer usable. If, for instance, the pages are too dirty or torn, or it just cannot be read anymore. But I like the point that Yusuf Estes said. If you want to burn Qurans, then collect all those that are not usable anymore and burn them in a way that is not hateful, that you merely have the intent of destroying the material on which the sacred words are contained because it's no longer usable. But to burn it in protest, that is so not cool with me. But when you burn the Quran in hate, you are not truly burning the Quran. You are merely burning ink, paper, and glue, and whatever other assorted chemicals are used to treat the paper. You cannot truly burn the Quran because so many people memorize it. Some in its entirety, and can tell you exactly where a certain ayah is. Say, tell me what the 203rd ayah of Surah al-Baqarah is, and they could give it to you right off the bat without even batting an eyelash or three. Some memorize parts of it. You know, the ayat that they say in the daily prayers. They say it over and over again, and they memorize it. There are different degrees, and of how much a person can memorize before they go to the grave. But because the Qur'an was initially transmitted orally, it was not written down for a while until the companions, the Sahaba, decided to go down for distribution, and they corrected each other. They sat with Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him. They listened to him. They read it. They wrote it. They read it back to him, and he corrected it. He corrected their mistakes, and they rewrote it. And then they copied it and rechecked the copies. And some of those original drafts, as they were first written down, are still in existence. And all copies are checked against those. But still, it is memorized. Parents who are good at teaching their children the Quran, if they're really devout Muslim parents, teach their children how to memorize it, how to read it. And I hope to memorize more someday, but I first have to be able to read it in a way that's easy on my eyes, because I have trouble with the Arabic that's too small. And even my transliteration, I can only read a little bit and then I have to stop it because my eyes just get too tired because I just can't focus on it for more than a few minutes. But anyway, when you burn the Quran in the proper way, you are doing what is acceptable to Allah. But when you do it in hate, in protest, because of your ignorance, because you choose not to understand what Islam is and what it is not, then you are merely insulting it. You are not destroying it, because it can't happen. The only way, as Yusuf Estes said in his video that I saw on Facebook, the only way you can truly destroy it is if you literally kill every single Muslim on the planet. And we all know that's not going to happen, because it would literally take an act of Allah to do that. Even if someone blew off all the nuclear weapons that are on the planet, blow up all the nuclear power plants, there may still be some people with access to the Quran, or who already have it memorized, who will still have it. The Quran is in the heart of the believer. Just like for the Christians who also memorized the Bible, Christians memorize verses. They believe it is in their hearts. And some believe it more than others. But to burn this in hate, or to burn this in hate, is merely destroying ink, paper, and glue. So think about that next time you want to insult someone's religious book that so many millions of people have committed to memory. Think about this. You are only polluting the air. I thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum, do widzenia, and miał sermila.